Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing some partly cloudy conditions out there this morning and continuing with those slightly breezy conditions that we have seen since the start of the day today. Overall, expecting a dry and seasonable day as we go over the next day as well as into tomorrow. And we'll have an overall dry week before we see an area of low pressure moving into the area, bringing some rain chances as we go into the weekend. If you take a look at the current surface analysis, we have this area of high pressure. It's going to be building over the eastern part of the country over the next couple days, and it'll be short-lived as that moves out. Another area of low pressure will be tracking just south of the local area. It's going to bring us a slight chance, very slight chance of seeing a shower sprinkle early on Thursday, but then we'll continue back into some high pressure weather as we remain dry until we get into the weekend forecast. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have mainly north to northwesterly winds through the column, seeing a elevated winds near the surface around 25 to 27 knots, and then fairly light through the column with our peak wind of 53 knots at 20,000 feet. The freezing level today is at 1,600 feet. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see starting to see some of those clouds that we were watching earlier this morning moving closer into the local Wallops area. Again, expecting some brief period of some mostly cloudy conditions as we go through the morning, and then we'll start to see clouds clearing out of here as we get later in the day, and particularly as we go into the evening time frame. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, again expecting dry conditions as we continue through the day today, and as you can see here, we'll start to see a breakup in the clouds as we go into the second part of the day and into the evening time frame. Seeing some mostly clear conditions as we go through the overnight, and then we'll start to see high clouds back on the increase as we get into the start of the day on Wednesday. Wednesday we'll see a partly cloudy day, dry once again with seasonable temperatures, and as we go overnight Wednesday and into Thursday morning, we start to see that area of low pressure tracking mainly south of the local area. Can't rule out very slight chance of maybe a light sprinkle making its way up, but most of the activity should stay to the south and move off to the east as we go into the day on Thursday. If we zoom out here, look at the longer term models, as that area of low pressure moves out and high pressure builds in from the west northwest, we're going to see a tighter pressure gradient as we get into the second half of the day on Thursday. We're going to see some breezy conditions, and then high pressure settles in over the area for Friday. And then as we get into the weekend time frame, we see that area of high pressure start to break down, with this area of low pressure tracking up the southeast coast. Pretty good agreement with the models here, with this coming in during the day on Saturday and moving through the area through the overnight and into Sunday, looking like a mainly rain event as this pushes through our local area again during the PM hours on Saturday and lingering into the AM hours on Sunday. Looks like it could bring some good amount of snow off to the northwest of the local area in the higher elevations and off in the Pennsylvania region, but here locally expecting rain with this event at this time. And as we go into Sunday, we see that tracking out of the area and things drying out for Monday, high pressure settling back in, and then it looks like a potential for another storm system moving into our region, bringing some rain chances as we get into the day on Tuesday. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours. We'll see our temperatures getting into the mid-40s this afternoon. We'll see those winds staying slightly breezy to breezy out of the north-northwest and northwest, with our peak winds up around 19 to 20 knots. And then as we go into the evening time frame, we'll see temperatures cooling down to around 32 degrees, and those winds becoming light out of the west-northwest. Again, expecting some clouds around as we go mainly through the morning time frame, but we'll start to see those clouds moving out of here as we go into the evening time. Likely seeing a ceiling develop around 2,000 to 3,000 feet at the peak of the cloud cover, and then we'll see those again diminishing as we go into the evening. If we look at the next couple of days, we'll see a nice day on Wednesday with seasonable conditions. It's overall partly cloudy, and we'll see our high around 48 degrees. We'll see an increase in the clouds as we get later in the day, but green conditions expected. Those green conditions continue into Wednesday night with an increase in clouds as well, and then we pick up that very slight chance of a sprinkle or light shower with a low around 36 degrees. And start off with a very slight chance of a sprinkle or shower on Thursday, but overall mostly cloudy. And then we'll see the winds on the increase as we go through the day. On Thursday, we do pick up an orange risk of seeing those winds at or above 25 knots, so decent chance of seeing a wind advisory for Thursday, but otherwise a high around 46 degrees. Looking at the extended forecast, we'll see partly cloudy conditions on Friday with a pretty cold day to start with a low around 25, high just around 42 degrees. Another cold evening as we go into Friday evening and Saturday morning with a low around 28 degrees and a high around 50 for Saturday as that rain starts to move in, looking fairly likely with that area of low pressure moving through. We'll see those winds on the increase as well, and it's picking up a low around 36 on Sunday and a high around 46 on Sunday. It has some lingering rain chances to start the day on Sunday, and then we'll see some breezy conditions continue on Sunday as well. And as we go into Monday, we'll see our low around 32 degrees and our high around 47 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.